Hi everyone, I'm Clare Landrigan. I want to spend a few minutes talking a little bit about our 2021 Book Club Summer Book Club. This is the fifth year that Penny Kittle has been running this book club, and the third year that I've been joining her with an elementary book club. So I'm going to talk and take a few minutes just to highlight the books that we will be discussing this summer. We have 5 weeks. Our first week, we will be reading We Are Water Protectors by Carol Lindstrom and Michaela Goad. This, if you haven't seen it, is an absolutely breathtaking book. The illustrations, it won the Caldecott this year. And once you see these illustrations, you will know why. They are truly a work of art. The verse, which has been written by Carol, is truly a poetic call to action. It's informational and poetic at the same time. I have been reading this book with kids kindergarten through 5th grade for the last few months. They love the imagery in this book. They love thinking through the symbolism and the repetition, and they absolutely, I feel like as soon as they close the page, they immediately want to know more information. This book has inspired inquiry in kids in a way that I don't always see. They want to know more. And I'm so excited that Carol's going to join us because she is such an activist that I know she's going to help us think about how to help our kids see what they can be doing in the world as well. The next week, we're going to kind of continue this idea of call to action, and I'm really excited about this one. We're going to be reading No Voice Too Small. This anthology by Lindsay Metcalf, Kayla Danson, and Jeanette Bradley is so unique. What they've done in this book is they've highlighted 14 young Americans who have made history in the world. So just to start, kids are going to find out about other young kids who are making a difference in the world. And so many of our kids are writing biographies and reading biographies. This is going to open up a whole new world of people who they can relate to, who they can learn about. The structure of this book is awesome. These editors have invited so many poets to come together, and each poet has decided to write a poem in all different forms to highlight the young American. And then on the other side of the spread, on the other page, they give you more of an all about quick paragraph about that person. You can see this is Marley Diaz's page. The poem is written by Nikki Grimes. So you can see Nikki is writing a poem on one page, and on the other page, sorry, I still have the spatial issue. Think after all this time it'd be better. You'll get the information right about her. There are so many ways to use this book with your students. I cannot wait for us to explore this. Then we're going to be spending 2 weeks on our next book. This book, I think one of my favorite things about this book is the author's note at the end, and the story behind how this story came to be is, for me, like the thing that just makes me never want to put this book down and brings me to read it again and again. I've listened to this book and I've read this book. I've read this book to kids. I've used this book in book club with kids. I've used it as a mentor text. When Stars Are Scattered by Victoria Jamieson and Omar Mohammed. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. The structure of the written version is graphic novel, so kids absolutely love it. The audio, as I said, is also really amazing. This is Omar's story that Victoria and he tell together. And Victoria expresses through a graphic novel. You will laugh, you will cry, you will really be thinking about ways that you can make a difference in the world. And these are characters that are going to stay with you long after you close the book. I'm so excited they are both going to be joining us because I really think their story of how this story came to be is one we all need to hear and be moved by. We will round out our book club by reading Evelyn Del Rey is Moving Away by Meg Medina and illustrated by Sonia Sanchez. I love this book. It just when I see it, it fills me with so many emotions. It is in some ways very simple and in some ways so deep. I use this book as a mentor text with students this year in narrative writing. I've used it as read aloud for kids to think about friendship and change and the ways things in life are not always predictable or within one's control. It's really it hits loss in a way that's really developmentally appropriate. It honors the feeling in a young child and still leaves them with hope and seeing what's next. I'm so excited that Meg is going to be joining us. And what I really hope to talk with Meg about and explore together is also the craft move of translanguation in this book and her use of multiple languages, which I'm seeing in so many books. And I really want to begin to explore as a book club and think about how to bring this craft move into our classrooms for our readers and writers and to think more about that. So we have a filled 5 weeks with these authors, these illustrators, these poets. I also have classroom teachers who will be joining us and talking about how they've been using these books. We'll be having other authors and presenters and speakers who specialize in some of these areas who will be coming and sharing their wisdom with us as well. So I truly hope you'll be joining me and many other classroom teachers this summer. I can't wait to see where our conversations take us throughout the summer and into next year with our readers and writers in our classrooms. I look forward to seeing you soon.